Hello and welcome back to another lesson with the Jofos IT Service Academy. Please, this is the lesson 1 of our school management system development training in Microsoft Excel. So please, if this is your first time visiting this channel, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to share this video with your friends and family members. Don't also forget to watch this video from the beginning to the end, and don't forget to turn on the notification button for all as we dive into today's lesson without wasting much time. Now, in today's lesson, we are going to create the home page of our school management system, the home page that can help us to navigate through the various sections of our school management system without any stress and without any problem. The home page that will contain all the buttons of our school management system so that we can have a nice school management system, a functionable school management system. So without wasting much time, let's quickly right click any empty space on our desktop to create the folder that we are going to use for this lesson. So you click on new, then you click on folder. So let's rename this folder to school management system. Like this, then you hit enter on your computer keyboard. Then let's double tap to open this folder. Right inside the folder, let's right click and click on new. Immediately click on the new and let's search for Microsoft Excel worksheet. So you tap on it, then we have this default name here. So let's click on enter. Then let's go back to this particular document again. Let's double tap on it to open it. So immediately it is open like this. Let's go to file at the top here, at the top left corner here. Let's click on file. Let's click on file. Then let's come to save as. Then we give it a location. So what is the name of the folder that we created? The name of the folder that we created is School Management System. So let's double tap on the folder and let's come to file name here. So let's try to rename this file. So it's a School Management System. School Management System, like this. Then you come to the drop down here. Then you select micro enabled workbook. Please watch it again. You come to the drop down arrow here, click on it, then you select micro enabled workbook. Please, if you didn't select the micro enabled workbook, it means your system cannot function. Your school management system cannot function. Okay, so you click on save. Now immediately you click on save, we will have this here. So what we are going to do is that we are going to close this whole menu. Then we will delete the first one. You delete the first document. So you right click and select delete. So we have successfully deleted the first document. So let's launch this one here to start the creation of our home page in the Microsoft Excel without any stress and without any problem. So what we are going to do is that we are going to hide some rows and some columns. So let's hide this first one, the A here. Then you right click and select hide. Good. So let's come to this side too. Let's select all. Then we right click and select hide. Good. So we have it there up and running. Now let's begin to start designing our form. So you left click and hold here, then we drag it to P. I think P is okay. Then to 11. So let's go to the home tab and give it a font style. So Times New Roman, like this. Then you go back to the home tab again and give it bold. Then you come to the background color. Let's give it some blue color. Let's give it something like this. Then we come to text color. Okay, so we'll work on that one later. So let's begin to type something here. What is the name of the school management system? the school that we are designing the school management system for. What is the name of the school? So right at the corner here, so we type, so Jofos IT service, like this. So we come to this side here, then Jofos Educational Complex. Like that. So you just come to this side, you left click and hold, then you drag it to the last end, then you come to this side, you merge and center, then let's come to this side here to click on it, then we increase the font size. So let's try to increase the font size a little bit. So we have it there like this, Jofos Educational Complex. So let's try to move it up a little bit. Good. So we have something like that up and running. Let's undo that action. Let's quickly undo that action. So we have the name of our school management system here. So let's come to this side again. Let's write school management system here again. Like that. So we have it there up and running. Let's select all, merge and center, then we give it a font color. So this one here, merge and center, then we give it a font color. The font color is supposed to be white. The font color should be white. So we have our school management system here up and running without any stress and without any problem. But let's try to adjust the alignment of this particular form. So let's try to undo all these actions here. Let's try to undo all the actions there and start everything afresh. Okay, so you select it from here. You select it from this angle. So let's try to merge and center. You merge and center. Good. So we have something like this here. So let's try to increase the font size. Good. So we have it up and running there. So let's try to move it up a little bit. Let's try to move this whole thing here up a little bit. Oh shit. Okay, so let's maintain it like that. Now under this one, under the Jofos Educational Complex, oh sorry, good. So under the Jofos Educational Complex, we need to write the school management system there. Which system are we developing? It's a school management system. So school management system. So it's a school management system here. So let's highlight all, merge and center, then we continue with our lesson. So you come to merge and center here, then we select this one here, then the font color is supposed to be white. Then let's give some color to this one. Let's give it a yellow color. Let's give this one a yellow color. So we give it a yellow color like this. So I think we're having some nice form here. We're having a nice home page. Please, this is the home page of your school management system. So make sure that it is catchy. You design something that will look nice for people whenever they try to use your school management system. Now, without wasting much time, we need to quickly add some buttons to the top here. We have to add some buttons here. We have to add the home button and the rest. So without wasting much time, let's continue with that one. Now, the first button that we are going to add is the home button. We are going to add the home button. So let's quickly come to insert. Then let's select shapes. Let's search for shapes to use the shapes that we can use for this particular button. So let's select this one. You left click and hold, then you drag it to whatever you want it to be for you. Then you right click to edit the text. So we add home. Then let's come to the home tab and select a font style. So Times New Roman. For this one, let's make this button bold, and let's try to increase the font size. Let's come to this one, select this one, let's center it here nicely. So let's try to increase the font size a little bit. So let's come to format. Let's come to format here, then click on this drop down. Let's select the button that we think will be good for us to use in this lesson. So let's try to select something different from this one. So let's use this button here, and let's change the color to blue. Let's change the colors to something blue like this, or better still, we can change the color to a different thing because the background is already blue. The background color is already blue. Okay, so we have something there up and running. So we can Control C to copy, then Control V to paste. Control C to copy like this. So Control C to copy, then Control V to paste. So you drag it to this side, and the second button is going to be the About button. So let's double tap to edit the text inside there. So about the system. So that button will take us to the About section of our school management system. So let's Control C to Control V again. So we copy and pasted that one. So the third button that we are going to add is going to be the Add button. So let's edit the text inside there, then we enter Add. So the last button that we are going to add is going to be the Close button. So Control C, Control V to paste. So let's add the last button there. That is going to be the Close button. The button that can help us to close our system after searching for the information that we want in our school management system. We need a button that can help us to close the system and move to a different thing. So let's arrange them here nicely. Let's arrange the buttons here nicely. Then we do the necessary formatting again. So let's change this one. Let's come to design, format. Then shape fill. The shape fill is supposed to be red. Delete is supposed to be red. Then let's highlight the whole text here and give it a font style, then a various formatting. So Times New Roman. So I think the font size is okay now. Then we come to the Add. With the Add button, let's give it a green color. So we come to format here at the top, then we go to shape fill. So let's give it a green color. Then we do the necessary formatting for that one too. So let's change the font style of the Add button. So we give it bold. Then we change the font style to Times New Roman. You click on enter. You hit enter on your computer keyboard. Then we come to About button. The About button, let's give it a white color. But before then, let's change the various things here. Let's give it a font style that is going to be the Times New Roman. Then we give it a white color. So let's come to format here, then shape fill. We give it white. Then let's come to the home tab. Then the text color, we make it black. Let's make the text color black. Then the home button itself, let's change the font style of the home button to Times New Roman. Then we give it bold. Good. Then let's go back to the formatting again. Let's go back to format. Then let's come to this drop down here. Let's go to special effects. Okay, so let's maintain this one. Let's see how it is going to appear. Let's come to special effects, then select this one. Let's select this one. I think that one is going to help us. So let's maintain that color. Then let's come to this one to go to format. Then we come to special shape effects. So you click on that one as well. Let's select that particular special effect for that one to now. The shape outline, let's change this one to something black. Let's change this one to something black or ash. Okay, so let's change it to black. Then we come to this one, the add button. So let's go to format again. Then let's come to shape effects. Let's select this particular one here. Let's select that one. So we come to this one as well. We maintain it there nicely. Now let's come to the close button here, and let's go to format again, then shape effect. Then we select this one, the last one. So we have our buttons there, the buttons that can help us to navigate through the various sections of this our form. Alright, so let's come down to this side. Let's try to increase the font size a little bit. So let's increase it to 14. Then let's come to this one and see if we can increase the font size of this particular one as well. So we increase it to 36. So I think we are good to go. Now let's come down here. Let's do another thing here. So you right click and hold, then you drag it to 27. This is where we are going to insert another buttons, the buttons that will help us to check the student data, the buttons that can help us to check the students emis data, the teachers details, the teachers emis data, check payment details, issue payment receipt, and the rest, confirm payment, and a whole lot. So please pay attention to the lesson, don't skip any part, so that we all enjoy this lesson together. So let's come to the home tab to give it a color, the background color. So let's give it something like this. I think this is cool, so let's give it that color there. And let's come to this section. Let's try to begin to add our various buttons to this particular form. Now we are going to add 7 buttons to the home page of our school management system, and those buttons are going to enable us to navigate through the various sections of this school management system. So let's go to the insert and select a shape. Then let's select this particular shape. We want to use this shape for our buttons. So you left click and hold, then you drag it like this. Then you leave it. Now let's come to format. And click on the drop down here. Let's choose this format. Then let's try to copy and paste this button on the whole home page. So Ctrl C, Ctrl V, like this. So let's drag it and place it here nicely. Then Ctrl C, Ctrl V again, and let's drag it and place it here nicely. So we have our 3 buttons here up and running. Then Ctrl C, Ctrl V, you drag it to this side. Then Ctrl C, Ctrl V to drag it to this side. So we have 6 buttons already up and running on our home page without any challenge. So let's try to bring them down a little bit. Let's do the necessary formatting. Let's try to arrange these buttons nicely so that anybody that logs into our school management system, the person will be happy using our system. The person will not struggle before having access to any information that the person need from our school management system. So you use the down arrow key or use the arrow keys to move the buttons to wherever you want them to be placed for you. So let me quickly do that formatting, then we continue with our lesson. Okay, so when you are doing your own, make sure that you have enough time to do this formatting the stuffs so that you not make any mistake. so that you have a nice form like this, like what I'm trying to do right now. So the last button, we are supposed to add it to these ones here. We are going to place the last button here, so that one to control V, sorry, control C, control V, control C, control V. So we place it here nicely like that. We place this button here nicely. Now we are going to give all these buttons a name. We are going to give all of them a name that can help us to be able to locate the particular information that we want from our school management system. So this button is supposed to help us to add and check students' data. This button is supposed to help us to add and check students' data. So you right click on the button, then you come to edit test. So add and check students' data like that. So we have to give it the necessary formatting. So you highlight all the text inside that particular box. You highlight all the text, then you give it a font style, so Times New Roman, then you give it bold like that. So we come to the home tab here, then we position it nicely on the form, on the button there. So let's try to increase the font size a little bit. Let's try to increase the font size a little bit. Okay, so let's reduce it small. Good. So we have something there. Nice. That's wonderful. So we come to the second button to we right click. We come to the second button like this, then we right click, then you select edit text. Now that button is supposed to help us add data of the teachers and at the same time check the data of the teachers. That button is supposed to help us to add the details of the teachers and at the same time help us to check the details of the teachers. So add details, or add and check details of teachers. So add and check teachers details like that. So let's give it the necessary formatting. So you highlight everything on this particular button too. Then let's go to the home tab here. Then we change the font style to Times New Roman. Then we give it bold and let's increase the font size a little bit. Okay, so let's maintain it that way. Let's come to this side to position it nicely on the form. Then the text color is supposed to be black. So we have that button to up and running there. Now the next thing that we are going to do is to add a particular button. This button is supposed to help us check the fee details, the fees that our learners paid, the fee that our students paid. This button is supposed to help us check all those details. So let's right click and let's come to edit text. Then we give it a name, add and check fees details. So add and check fees details. So we have that one to there. So you highlight everything here, then we give it a font style, so Times New Roman. Then you hit enter, you give it bold. Then let's try to increase the font size a little bit, and the text color is supposed to be black. Then let's go to the home tab and click on this one and select center here. So we have this button to up and running here. Now we are going to connect all these buttons to the various forms that we are coming to create in the next lessons. We are going to connect a particular hyperlink to all these buttons so that they can be able to work. We are going to link all these buttons here so that they can be able to function without any stress and without any problem. Now the next thing that we are going to do is to give a name to this button as well, and this button is supposed to help us check the students' EMIS data. This button is to help us check our students' EMIS data. So you right click and select edit test, then we give it a name. So check students' EMIS data. Like that. So let's give it the necessary formatting. So let's highlight everything here and come to the home tab and give it Times New Roman. Let's use Times New Roman as the font style. Then we bold it. Then we come to this one to increase the size a little bit. Then the text color here is supposed to be white. Sorry, the text color here is supposed to be black so that we can be able to see it well. Let's come to this one. Let's put it at the middle. Then we center it here. So we have that button also there up and running. Now the next button that we are going to work on is the button that can help us to confirm payments. This button is going to help us to confirm payment receipt. So let's right click, then we select edit test like this, then we give it a name. So confirm payment receipt. But before we do that, let's put that one here. So let's add another thing here rather. Let's give this one another name. So check teachers' EMIS data. Check teachers' EMIS data. Check teachers' EMIS data. Like that. So let's give it the necessary formatting. So you highlight everything here, then we give it bold, then we change the font style to Times New Roman, then we try to increase the size a little bit. Now let's come to the home tab here like this. Let's select this one and let's center it here. So we have that button to up and running. Now this button is going to help us to issue payment. This button is going to help us issue payment receipt. This button will help us to issue payment receipt. All right. Now let's right click, then we select edit test. So let's name it issue admission receipt. Issue admission receipt. Like that. So let's do the necessary formatting and editing here. So you highlight everything, then you come to bold, you change the font style to Times New Roman. Then let's try to increase the size a little bit. The font color is supposed to be black. Then let's come to the home tab, select this one, let's center it. So we have that button to up and running there without any stress and without any problem. Please don't forget to save your work. So the shortcut key that you use to save your work is Ctrl X. You use Ctrl S to save your work. Now the last button that we are going to add is going to help us to confirm the payment receipt. We are going to use this button to confirm payment receipt. So let's right click, then we edit test. So confirm payment receipt. Confirm payment receipt. Like that. So we have all our buttons up and running here. Please don't forget to save your work. Don't forget to save your work. If you fail to save your work, it will go against you. Now let's come to the down here. Let's click on the sheet 1. Let's right click on the sheet 1, then let's click on rename. So let's name that sheet home. Let's name it home. Then you hit enter. Now let's go back to that home again. Let's go to the color tab. So you select the color that you want to use for that particular home page button. So we have all our buttons up and running here. So thank you very much for watching this video. In our next lesson, we are going to create the about page of our school management system. So till then, goodbye. Let's meet in our next lesson.